To have a Gemini ascendant is to be born under a sky of perpetual conversation. Your first breath was taken in an atmosphere of curiosity, and the world first met you not as a solid, unmoving entity, but as a flicker of light, a question mark made flesh. This is the mask you wear, the lens through which all life is initially filtered. Quick, mercurial, intellectually restless. But beneath this airy, discursive surface lies a sun of profound earth, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn core. This creates a profound and fascinating dissonance, a being who is fundamentally a deep, slow-growing tree whose branches are constantly stirred by intellectual winds, making its leaves whisper secrets in a language they are always learning. This is not a simple pairing of air and earth. It is the marriage of the scribe and the architect, the journalist and the farmer. Your Gemini rising demands that you gather data, that you communicate, that you flirt with ideas and perspectives with the lightness of a butterfly. But your earthy sun requires that this information be useful, that it be grounded, that it be built into something tangible and real. You don't just want to talk. You want to say something that matters. You don't just want to think. You want to think a thing into existence. This can feel like a constant internal dialogue between a satellite, scanning for signals from every corner of the universe, and a deeply rooted monolith, judging which signals are worthy of being carved into its stone. For you, the Taurus sun with Gemini rising, your essence is the deep, sensual hum of the planet itself, a need for stability, beauty, and visceral pleasure. But your Gemini mask makes you a conversational sensualist. You don't just enjoy a fine meal, you become a poet describing its flavors. You don't just acquire beautiful objects, you curate them with a story for each. Your style is a collected elegance, textured, luxurious, but always with a twist, a surprising accessory, a book tucked under your arm, a pair of glasses that suggests a scholar. People perceive you as both charmingly solid and intriguingly approachable, the rock that can actually hold a conversation. The deep positive is your ability to translate the ineffable language of touch, taste, and sound into words, making you a grounding force for those lost in abstraction. The shadow, however, is a potential paralysis where your mercurial mind offers 1,000 critiques and possibilities for your life, overwhelming your Taurus sun's simple need for peace, leading to anxiety about losing the very stability you're trying to build with your words. For you, the Virgo sun with Gemini rising, your core is a sacred workshop of analysis and refinement, a desire to perfect, to serve, to make order from chaos. Your Gemini ascendant supercharges this into a mind that is a relentless, self-updating database. You don't just analyze, you cross-reference. You don't just critique. You articulate the critique with startling precision from 6 different angles. Your communication is hyper-articulate, a stream of conscious editing. Your style is a studied intellectualism, clean lines, functional pieces, but with a nervous, detail-oriented energy that might manifest in perfectly aligned accessories or a constantly updated vocabulary. People perceive you as the ultimate problem solver, the quick-witted savant who can diagnose any issue. The profound gift here is the ultimate synthesis of mind and hand. You can think a solution and then manually implement it with Virgo diligence. The deep challenge is the fracturing of your attention. Your Gemini mind wants to know everything about everything, but your Virgo sun wants to master one thing perfectly. This can lead to a psyche at war with itself, where you scatter your energy across too many fields, feeling like a master of none, and your inner critic, fed by both signs, becomes a cacophony of never good enough. For you, the Capricorn sun with Gemini rising, your essence is the mountain, ambitious, enduring, structured, and authoritative. Your Gemini rising, however, makes you the mountain with a built-in telecommunications tower. You possess a gravity that is unexpectedly conversational. You don't just lead, you persuade with logic and wit. You don't just build an empire, you network for it. Your conversation's strategic and purposeful. Your style is authoritative with a twist, the classic power suit with a quirky pin, the serious haircut with a playful glint in the eye. People perceive you as both formidable and surprisingly accessible, the CEO who remembers everyone's name and has a relevant fact ready to put them at ease. The deep positive is your ability to demystify power, to use language as a tool to climb, and to then explain the view from the top, making you a formidable teacher and leader. The profound negative is the potential for a chilling duality. Your Capricorn sun seeks control and can be deeply serious, while your Gemini mask is adaptable and sometimes frivolous. This can create a sense that you are playing a role, that your conversations are not connections, but transactions, leading to a deep loneliness where you feel your true, heavy, ambitious self is hidden behind a facade of charming chatter. Philosophically, you are the living embodiment of the concept that information is not wisdom. Your Gemini rising collects the information, the endless, fascinating, trivial, profound data streams of human existence. Your earthy sun is the alchemist that seeks to turn that information into wisdom, into a crafted life, a useful service, a lasting structure. Your entire life is a quest to find the signal in the noise, to take the countless words, ideas, and conversations and distill from them a single, undeniable truth that you can hold in your hand, build upon, and call your own. You are the bridge between the abstract and the manifest, and your soul's journey is to learn which thoughts are merely weather passing through, and which are the seeds you are meant to plant in the rich, patient soil of your being.